Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 14th through the 20th. This is going to be for Leo's sun, moon, and rising. If you happen to catch this video outside of the time I just listed or the dates I just listed, don't worry, you came upon it whenever you were meant to hear the messages in here. These are general readings, not every single message will resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. We're going to see what's coming up here for Leo, sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle. Alrighty, my dears, let's get right on into it and see what is going on for Leo. The first card we have coming up here is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can come up when we're really worried about something. We're really worried about the outcome of a situation, or like we keep replaying something in our mind and we're like, oh my gosh, like people must be saying all kinds of things, or they're saying this about me or that about me. So when the Nine of Swords comes up, we might even be losing sleep. We might even be having insomnia because we're so worried about the future. So Nine of Swords comes with the message of learning to what we sometimes refer to as surrendering. Okay, so Leo, for a lot of you, keep in mind we're going through some really massive lunar cycles right now and planetary shifts. We had an eclipse, a lunar eclipse full moon previously. We had a solar eclipse and a new moon recently. And so whenever we have eclipse energy, it magnifies what's happening planetarily. It magnifies the planetary placements. It magnifies or it extends the time in which the energy lasts. And we're going through a really massive cycle of releasing what's been holding us back and clearing limited beliefs. And overall, we're coming into a time of awakening. And in that process, Leo, some of you are, like, as your eyes are opening, some of you are freaking out a little bit. I'm not going to lie here with this Nine of Swords. Some of you are having a really hard time with embracing or accepting certain things the way they are in your life right now. Now, the Nine of Swords comes in to say it's time to adjust where we're putting our attention and our focus. Because when you're completely, totally in this fear and you're worrying and you're stressed out, you're going to call more of that energy into your life, and we don't want that. So going back to what I was saying about surrendering, when the Nine of Swords comes up in my readings, Spirit is saying you need to practice having a relationship with your higher power, with God, with universe, and asking yourself in the situation, okay, what is in my power? Like, what are some things I can control about the situation? What are some ways I can prepare in case what I'm worried about happens? Like, what is one way or a couple of ways that I can lay out a safety net? After that, all you can do is hand it over to your higher power and just basically pray and say, God, here's all the things I can't control. Here's all the things that I'm worried about. Here's what I'm doing on my end. Please help me. Please guide me. I ask that if it is in the best and highest good of all involved, that these things that I'm worried about not happen. Thank you for preventing them from happening. But if they need to happen for some reason, thank you for guiding me through navigating that. Giving me the wisdom, giving me the clarity, giving me the courage, and helping me to navigate the situation. So it's a time to kind of master faith and surrender. And it's a time to know that, you can't control everything, and that's okay. Those of you who are having a hard time with awakening, one of the most challenging parts of awakening is when you start to see things about yourself that you're like, man, like that was really low vibrational, like the way I handled that situation, or the way I did this, or the way I did that. Look, you did the best you could in that moment. If you knew better then, you would have done better then. You don't go look at your schoolwork from when you were a little kid and get angry at yourself and insult yourself. You don't go find your schoolwork from when you were in kindergarten and go, oh my gosh, what an idiot, look at me, I tried to write cat and I used a K instead of a C, what an idiot. No, you kind of chuckle like, oh, ha ha ha, okay, that's cute, I didn't know any better. You have to be that way with yourself, right? We do the best we can with what's available to us, with what we know in that moment. And it's through experience that we wake up and that we know better, right? Now you know better, you'll do better. But don't beat yourself up for the past because you didn't know better then, and that's okay. The next card here, Leo, is the Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles comes up when we're laying down new foundations. Okay. One more thing I want to say, Spirit is like pulling me back to the Nine of Swords real quick. Some of you are beating yourself up because you didn't take someone's advice, and it feels to me like a maternal figure, like a mother or a grandmother. And this person may have even said, I told you so, I told you so. And this is messing with you a little bit because like now you're feeling or you're thinking that you can't trust your gut or your intuition. And Spirit is saying, look, you can trust your gut and your intuition. Don't lose confidence in yourself. The reason why you did that was out of stubbornness, right? Somebody told you not to do it. So you were like, oh, well, then you're not going to tell me what to do, and you did it. It wasn't because you make poor judgments. It was because, or like it wasn't because you're not capable of making good decisions. It wasn't because you can't trust your intuition. It's because some of you made a decision in the past out of pride. Okay, I'm saying this with love, Leo. It's not for every single one of you. So if it doesn't resonate, let it go. But Spirit is saying, don't let this make you doubt your intuition. Don't let it make you lose confidence in your decision-making abilities. Because even though some of you feel like, man, that was a mistake, I should have taken the advice, you knew deep down inside that you were kind of doing it because you didn't want to be told what to do. So it's not the fault of your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. Three of Pentacles is coming up here, and Three of Pentacles is laying down a new foundation. It could be a rebuilding, right? So some of you are in a phase right now where you're rebuilding your life. Some of you may have had a really massive tower moment a few weeks back when we had the full moon, right? And now we're coming to the new moon energy, and it's a time of calling in new. We had the new moon, and now we're coming into the cycle of creating, of building. So some of you are kind of feeling like you're starting over again in your life. That can be frustrating, right? Especially, those of us who aren't teenagers, who are not college kids. It can be frustrating to be in a situation where we feel like we're starting over. But this is the thing. You have to remind yourself that everything happens within divine timing, right? And get out of the thinking of, oh, it's too late, or don't, like, that's negative ego. Tell negative ego to shut up. Don't listen to it. And know and understand that Three of Pentacles here is saying that whatever you're building now, it's going to be something long lasting. It's going to be something that you can rely on. Three of Pentacles is solid. The difference this time around, Leo, is you're not making rushed judgments. You're not jumping into things and trying to force things along, or letting your ambition get the best of you. Three of Pentacles lets us know you're grounded. Like you have your feet on the ground. You're thinking clearly. Okay, in a work situation, Three of Pentacles can be, being mentored, or they're kind of like training you, or they might be moving you around to learn different parts of the job because they see potential in you, and they're trying to help you to grow, because in the future they have plans for you. They have plans for moving you up in the future. So they might be investing some time in you, training you in some new things and some new skills. Okay. But Three of Pentacles lets us know there's no need to be in a hurry, right? This is steady, solid progress. Your next card here, my dear Leos, is the Knight of Wands. And this could be that impulsive, impatient energy, right? Spirit was just telling me, don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. Knight of Wands can be impulses. I feel that for some of you, Cancer, I keep saying Cancer, Leo. No. This is Leo. That might not have been an accident. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer who is coming here into the mix, right? Even though we have a Knight of Wands, Maybe it's not a fire sign person. Maybe for some of you, it's somebody with a significant Cancer placement. Or if you have a Cancer placement within yourself, you may be having changes happening in this area of your life, or feeling stress or pressure around this area of your life. Knight of Wands can be very impulsive. It can be someone who comes in and out of your life. Okay. Now, we're not doing a love reading in the weekly forecasts. We're doing basically focusing on you and your energy in the weekly. The love readings for June are already up. Those are linked in the description. You can watch the love readings if you haven't already. But Knight of Pentacles for some of you, I feel, is somebody coming in and criticizing you, critiquing you. Okay. In fact, I feel that that's the person, that's the voice in your head with this Nine of Swords. I feel like you're kind of starting over again and you're laying down a new foundation, and somebody is maybe using this opportunity of, well, you need to listen to me now. Like, I told you so. So now you're going to be at my mercy and you're going to have to listen to me, and, you're going to have to do what I say, or else I'm not going to help you. They might be pressuring you. I feel for some of you, the Knight of Wands is ultimatum energy. Somebody's coming in and giving you an ultimatum or rushing you, and you're just barely in this Three of Pentacles. You're like, can I catch my breath? Can I get my plan together, please? And they're coming in like, this is how it's going to be, blah, 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 blah. Let's pull clarifiers around Knight of Wands. Please show us clarifier 1. Please show us clarifier 2. Please show us clarifier 3. So clarifier 1 is the Hierophant, commitments, agreements, contracts, truth being revealed. Page of Wands, impulses, passions, stability. Queen of Wands here, commitment. Okay. Now I know that we have these court cards coming in, and traditionally in tarot readings, court cards are seen as other people. And we're dealing with a situation here where a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance. So some of you may have a dynamic here where there might be a temptation here with the Page of Wands, right? And there might be a spouse energy here with the Queen of Pentacles. And you might be having a hard time deciding what you want to do. Do you want to be free-spirited? Do you want to be settled down? Some of you are dealing with that energy. Page of Wands, though, is your beautiful fiery energy. And I feel like as you're making decisions based on your principles, your values, and your beliefs, you're coming into stability. You're coming into a sense of home. I feel a lot of you are stressing out about your home environment. You're focusing on home. And that might be why I was saying Cancer, because Cancer is one of those signs that they're very much about like family and security, right? Like they're kind of guarded and they're very protective. And so some of you are feeling maybe like you want to have security in your home. You're not feeling a sense of security. You're not feeling the sense of family that you want to feel. Okay. And you're very torn. It's like, I feel some of you feel like you're not fitting in with your family, and you're really wanting soul family. And you might have concerns and worries about your finances, and you're wanting stability in your finances. And the Hierophant is saying the more that you can make decisions based on your principles, your ethics, your morals, the things that are important to you in life, the easier it's going to be to align with coming across soul family, and the easier it's going to be to align with work that is fulfilling and satisfying and stable and abundant for you. Okay? The answer is already inside of yourself. What are the things that you're passionate about? What are the things that you feel are important? If you can align with that, everything else is going to fall into place. And so some of you are having somebody coming in and rushing you, right? You can, I'm going to be honest, Leo, I feel for a lot of you, this is someone that you can't reason with them. Like, they don't want to hear it. Like, if you try to explain and say, look, I'm kind of figuring things out right now. This is really stressful for me. Can you just give me some time? Like, they're like, no, nah, like, nah. Like, they don't want to hear it. And so Leo, the way that I would handle it is to just, like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. Spend your time focusing on your spiritual connection, prayer, meditation, and reminding yourself that this person is not in charge of the universe, right? Like this person's disapproval is not going to prevent you from having happiness or being able to manifest. You might maybe need to kind of appease them a little bit, and especially if you're under this person's roof, you might have to go by certain rules even if they don't make sense, but quietly, on the down low, you're doing what you can to rebuild and to get out of this situation and to manifest your own sense of home and stability and security. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles comes up for me as like a confirmation that you are going to have a home. You are going to be able to purchase property. These things are going to happen for you, but you need to be in the practice of physical self-care. Queen of Pentacles says you need to be in the practice of physical self-care, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure you're hydrated, making sure you're putting food in your body that is giving you enough nutrition, right? Some people hear that and they think, oh, stop eating junk food. That means you have to eat healthy. Yeah, but then there's people who diet and they're putting all kinds of 0-calorie stuff in their body and they're not getting any nutrition, right? So making sure that you're paying attention to your vitamin intake, the quality of what you're putting in your body, right? A lot of diet foods are just as processed as junk foods. So making sure that you're getting real nutrition in your body so that you're thinking clearly, and you have energy, right? Enough sleep, doing things that feel good, make it feel good to be in your body. Maybe like baths, showers. Some people like to sunbathe, lotions, aromatherapy, pajamas that feel good on the skin, doing things that make it feel good to be in your body, because that's going to help you stay grounded more as well. Your next card here, my dears, is the Two of Swords. And Two of Swords is like you're afraid. You're afraid of taking these steps. You're afraid to go in this new direction, especially since you have somebody who's coming in and like at you, and you're like, oh, well, I think I need to go this way, and they think I have got to go that way. Two of Swords is like we come to a bit of an impasse and we're like, we don't know what we want to do and we're scared. We know what we want to do, but we're scared to do it. Two of Swords for me in my readings always comes up as a warning. It's like, look, if you don't do it, there's going to be some kind of a tower moment and you're going to have to do it anyway. The difference between doing it now is that you're not going to be as rushed. You have more control over the situation. You have time to plan. You have time to have your strategy. You have time to put money away. You have time to, direct the process, as opposed to waiting for the tower moment when you're just all of a sudden getting pushed out there, getting pushed off the diving board, so to speak, and you have to deal with the shock of it, and then you have to hurry up and figure out, how to get things going, how to get your ducks in a row, so to speak. Take advantage of the time you have now. You still have time. Don't tell yourself, oh, it's going to be too hard, or oh, I'm too scared, because if you don't do it, it's going to happen anyway. And then it's going to be harder to do it after a tower moment. I think some of you are afraid of upsetting someone in a family dynamic or living with that person, but you guys aren't aligned anyway. So there's going to be some kind of an explosion at some point anyway between the two of you, because you're not on the same page. You're not on the same frequency, right? So you may as well do what you need to do to build that stable energy in your life, to build those stable friendships, that soul family, and to manifest the environment that feels secure for you. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my dears. Take care, Leo.